Right then, welcome back to the Narnia Chronicles, but of course, as it says, The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. Welcome back. Okay, so further ado, before I do start speaking of what has been happening on my last recording, what I'm going to do is get this to do its little bit to say Narnia, the Lion, Witch and the Wardrobe. So there you go. There you have it. The title of Narnia, the Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. Okay, so further ado, on my last recording, that I did do a retry of completing the Great Battle, because of course I did forget one statue. No, sorry, let's try this again. So, further ado, on my last recording, what I did do was redo another battle. Sorry, so sorry. I'm absolutely fucking this up. Okay, so what I did do was redo the Great Battle, which would be a level, to get the final shield that I did miss, which was because I didn't use Susan's horn to give me the shield, which was the only reason why I fluffed up on that one. But also what I did do was also explain you with the battle of that one, where you could use your statues to do specific things with 4 of a specific part of your own team, as in where you can have your own war of your team to fight up against your enemies. Just like a great big war, where of course you had to have 4 things, which would be Phoenix, Strike, which is a bird that can burn the whole place down from one side of the ground to the other, as well as another one would be Arrow, Barrage, which will allow fire arrows to come down, and of course the one that will be also allow you to use some more statues, which will be some centaurs that can run straight ahead from one side, from the back to the front, towards the enemies, from where they come from. Also, you would call those with, of course, CENTAUR, and of course it would have also CHARGE, as well as you would have also eagles that likes to drop rocks from the ceiling to the ground, which of course eagle, STRIKE. And of course you could use all of those and use the statues however you want, and whatever kind of way you want to use those kind of enemies that does all those sort of stuff. But of course those things will also allow you to spend a fair load, and some of them will not. Like with the arrows, as I said, with arrow Barrage. That is only going to allow you to use 2 statues. The Phoenix bird that burns the place to the ground, which is also, once again, Phoenix Strike. That is going to cost you 20 statues. The Centaurs, which is also going to allow you to spend 15. And once again, CENTAUR and CHARGE. And the Eagles that drops rocks, they're only going to cost you 5, as was Eagle STRIKE, whether all those sort of things spells. And once again, I did do those ones again, and once I did do that battle once again for the final time, I also did do was the White Witch battle, but also I did get 1 shield, so I need to do it again to get the other 5 complete shields that's in total in that level. As well as also I did do a bonus level as well, finally, which was of course called, but I'll get to that in a moment, because also we are up to 95% at the moment. But also, like I said, I'm going to try my hardest to make a 100% walkthrough, even with some of the bonus levels that you're going to have to do, that also can be a bit of a pain in the neck. But as long as you know roughly how to get a way around it, which I've got a rough idea how I can get another one that is still a bit more awkward than one other one that I have already done, but I'll get to that in a moment as well. So once again, I did do, of course, this one, which is a great battle, which is, like I said, there was only 1 shield that I forgot about with Susan's Horn to use, so I did that one. And also I did do the White Witch, which is only 1 shield that I collected on my last recording. Including my previous recording I did do was also get 2 of them, but last time I only got 1, so that means I'm going to have to do it again to possibly get another one, or hope and pray it'll give me 2 of them. It just depends on how the game wants to play. And so before we do that, what we're going to do is go straight at the bottom of the drawer of the wardrobe itself. And of course, like I said, I did do another bonus level, which would involve this one just here, which is ALLIES, and of course ENCLAVE. I did that one, whatever it all spells to be exactly. And also, of course, I have already got 3 of the bonus levels completed at the moment, which is, once again, I have done ALLIES and with ENCLAVE. I did that one last time, and also have done 2 Western Wood, if that's what WESTERN is spelled to be, with wood right beside it, as well as, of course, the Frozen Lake. bonus level that has been done ages ago. And that is all that has been done in this draw. But there's a couple more bits and pieces to do as well. But also with the thing that is locked at the moment, we are going to have to unlock it by reaching 97%. Also, like I said, I will try my hardest to make a 100% walkthrough. And also with 97%, that is the one that's still locked, which will also be a bonus level as well. So I will try my hardest, like I said, with the bonus levels to try and make a 100% walkthrough with however how many bonus levels that will start either winding me up, or either I just get a bit tired, or possibly just say I'll just do whatever I can with some of the bits and pieces that's just on the wardrobe itself instead of the drawer that I'm in at the minute, because most of the levels that's from on top of the wardrobe instead of the drawer, they will give you most of the percentage to reach a certain number. As well as with the bonus levels, they will give you only one percentage on top of the other, on top of the other, on top of the other. Like for example, if you had none of the 3 bonus levels I've done so far, and if you haven't done these 3, and if I didn't do these 3, for example, and you would have ended up with 94, 93, 92, 91%. No, 92%. You would have 92%. I think that's how it goes. One percentage on top of the other if you complete one of these bonus levels, of course. Pretty sure that's how the game goes. But also, like I said, I will show you some of the movie clips as well when the time comes to do those. And so what we'll do is the White Witch again level, and also I will try and do Follow Aslan bonus level as well, but that's for later. But also, before I do, well, I should have thought of something else before I shut the drawer. Okay, so also with one other bonus level that is in this drawer, I think it is this one here, which is the Great River. Now, this one here, I've had a little thought for a while of how to complete it, but like I said, I'll try my hardest to complete it. As well as, of course, as I said, we'll leave the drawer for now, and of course go and show you that we have got most of the levels on the wardrobe itself, which is the air raid complete with just the statue, with the shields, the one with GLIMPSE of Narnia with the shields complete, the air and space complete with the shields, but also with these 3 that I've read out, those are the only ones that's going to need just the shields, but the rest of them will also have the statues. So this one here will have the statues and the shields. The Western Wood will have the shields and the statues. The Beaver Den will also have the shields and the statues. And through the TUNNEL with the statues and the shields as well. Frozen Lake with the statues and the shields. And of course the Great River with the statues and the shields. And of course Receive Edmund with the shields and statues. And Follow Aslan with the shields and the statues. And the Battle of Beruna with the statues and the shields. And the White Witch will also have the White Witch castles will always also have the statues and the shields. But the remaining two ones, that'll be one on the right, which I've already completed, will only have the shields for you to do. And also the White Witch will also have the shields instead. So you don't have to deal with the statues. So once again, like I said, I haven't got this one complete, so we're going to have another crack at it. And like I said, I'm going to try and hope and pray that I can get the two shields at once without doing the battle again to get the other one. So yeah. So, once this has done its little bit, what we're going to do is also get some nice video clips, just like the film. If you remember on my last recording I did do. And yeah, there's the White Witch. Right, okay, so first of all, if you want to get a shield out of the first 5, the way you can get it is to get Susan to play a tune. And of course, the way you can get the shield, and there is only one specific best way, is get Susan with R1 button pushed in. Wait until she backs off. Press the circle button. Play the keys of which ones it wants, because I've forgotten, because I've already done it. And then you'll be able to get it. Right, also whack White Witch a couple of times with Peter or Edmund. That little thing was pissing me off. Yeah, right on rocks. Owls, whatever they are. Birds. So yeah, like I said, get the White Witch to back off. Get Susan by pushing the R1 button. Of course, press the circle with the keys should be circle, triangle, square, and triangle. I'm pretty sure it's that way for those. And then the rest of the other 4, the way you can go is just try and get the pluses for you to collect it. And also, I'm starting the fucking flames for some fucking stupid reason. So, as I said before, the way you can get the remaining 4 shields is to try and collect some pluses and kick the shit out of the enemies. And then hope and pray it will give it to you. Because some of them will allow you to get it a bit more sooner. Also, if you have some of the other enemies around you, make sure you try and whack the same one, which will be an ogre or one of the brown ones, but not the metal tool fuckers, because they won't give you none of them. Susan, what are you doing? Fucking stand in the flames, I take it. So far I've got no fucking shields. Looks like I'm not getting fucking none. Right, we'll have to see. Okay, right, so once those enemies are dealt with and they're fucked off, you'll have the two tall dudes on the right of the top, in the middle of the top. And what you want to do is push a barrel to the flames, or hope and pray they stand roughly where the flames are, and you can whack the barrel and you can burn them halfway and do it again until they're fucking dead. That's all you got to do. But also what you can do is get Peter or Evan to shove a barrel with the barrel burnt like that and whack it. Like for example, if I just push it a little bit, move away from the barrel, there it is, and whack it, it should hit them if you do it at the right time. And that's all you got to do with these tall fuckers, because you can't whack them and whack the shields off. And he's got over there. There's no point whacking it over there, is it? Also, you don't want to push the barrels far too long. The reason why is because Peter or Evan will not be able to push it any further. But also what you could do with the other remaining shields, you could also get Edmund involved. That might have helped me a little bit. Possibly. Right, also when she jumps back over there, what you want to do is try and stay far back from it before the front tries and hits you. Right, also once you've done this bit, her icy thing will snap and Evan's going to get stabbed in the ribs or in the chest, one or the other, and she's going to sling that piece of shit out of the way. Right, now what you want to do with this bit is try and get Susan to stay in the middle and get the White Witch to stay there. And then if you do that successfully, you'll get her a bit of flame around a circle of her body, and then she'll just do her little bit. Right, also this time, when Evan's gone, Susan will go and Peter will go eventually. Right, also what you can do, if you're still trying to get the other shields, the other thing I just thought of, what you can do is trying to wait for her to back off and hope and pray that you can see as many other enemies that will come into play eventually. Which I'm hoping and praying, but I don't know if that's going to work. But also the other bit was that I fluffed up on probably to not get the shield. It is because the little small one that was running around all over the place just a minute ago that you saw was probably stopping me. I ain't gonna freaking give it to me. Looks like I'm gonna have to do this one again. How fucking annoying. So once again, try and keep Susan in the middle. Also you want to push a barrel with Susan, or you can get Edmund to whack one, or Peter to whack one. And also once you've done this bit 3 times, she'll stay down, and then you'll have to do something else. Give me the fucking shield. Susan, you're down again. How convenient. Fine. See if I care. And the only reason why I'm leaving there is because I'm going to try and keep Peter alive as well. So I can kick the shit out of the enemies. Hoping Peter will give me the fucking shield. Like I said, I don't think it's going to fucking work. But as long as you've got plenty of them around you, then you might be able to do it. But also, like I said, once you've done the bit I've done 3 times, just might be my 3rd time, what will happen? The White Witch will stay down on the ground instead of going up that thing. Also, with the other enemies that is going to get in your way. Oh, fuck off. Chasing after me. Hey! Oh, get off. Too late. My turn. I'll get Pete involved, shall I? To kick your ass. Right, so once again. Also, she's done a barrel or something. Right, so once again. Like I said, once you've done this 3 times, with the flames going over the other bit. Also, I got Lucy to nudge that. That was quite impressive. So you can always get Lucy to it as well, if you wish. Right, so once again, once you've done that bit 3 times, the circle in the middle of the screen will start flashing, and it will stay like it until you fucking die, or whoever fucking dies. Got that fucking shield. Alright. Looks like I'm gonna have to fucking do it again. Right, also once you've got a clear space, like this. Oh, Susan, you've fucking gone down again. How convenient. So like I said, once you've got a clear space. Yeah, that fucking little fucker got me. Okay, so once again, you want a clear space, and you don't want a little fuck up or a brown one, because otherwise they're going to get you. We're not finished yet, because we've got to do it again and again, possibly.
I give you Queen Lucy, the Valiant.
But probably, like I said, I probably should have used Edmund to try and get the shields.
King Edmund,
I didn't.
the just.
So that could have cost me.
Queen Susan, the gentle. King Peter, the magnificent. May your wisdom grace us until the stars rain down from the heavens. Long live King Peter. Long live King Edmund. Long live Queen Susan. Long live Queen Lucy.
Right. As that was quite short, you're probably only about, well, I would say about 8 or 9 minutes to not even get a fucking shield. So what you can do, if you haven't got none of those, you can just press the X and skip it. With 76 coins I've collected from there anyway. And the rankings in the site. Don't know why I said it excellent again to me, I don't know. But that's what it says. Okay, so with a mission you complete, you'll be able to spend some coins on some things, which will be underneath. Excuse me, I've got a little bit of a stomach ache or something. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, right. Okay. And also with Susan and Lucy and Evan and Peter, they will have some good couple of things that are quite handy. Just like a certain bonus level I thought of a long while ago that might help me. But also it might give you a couple of tips and tricks of how to complete it when I get to the specific one I'm going to do. But for now, with all the things I have paid for, whatever you do, they will chuck themselves above the great big curvy line, and the ones that's got to be paid will be at the bottom of there. Alright. And also, I'm going to leave all those alone for now. Okay, so what we're going to do is not save it at the minutes, but also we're going to press the X and skip all that. So that was quite interesting. I didn't get a flicking shield from there. But still, like I say, you probably have to keep doing it until you get a certain point of a shield. But what we're going to do now is go to the draw and of course try a bonus level, which will be this one right here. Follow Aslan. We're going to try that one. Now with the bonus levels, they will have only 2 parts of the children together, which on this one you'll have Peter and Evan. Okay, right. Also, don't forget you'll have a time limit to kick the shit out of a specific enemy with however how many. And with the jabbing ones that I just kicked the shit out of, there'll be 8 of those, which is one of these and another one that's just come from with the other one, like that. Also, like I said, you want to try and kick the shit out of them. Right, also with some of the things I have paid for, which will help. Right, now with that fire thing that just came out of Peter's sword. Now, the way to get that one is if you pay for the Lion's Roar, which is involving you pushing the square, X to get that to do that. And also another thing, which will be this one here, which is the MINOBOAR with BANE. We'll all have circle and X, and also what I'm going to do is show you what that does. Now just wait. So as long as you know the keys, which ones you're pushing, and which ones you're not. Right, so now what I'm going to do is press the circle and X. And did you see where that whacking that bit there? So that's what that does. Also what I'm going to do is get a different enemy. To show you what that one does when it comes along. But also you've got a certain time limit for a specific enemy. Right, also with the one I'm using now, with the flames that comes down. Now you can only use it a certain amount of times, which will be a bit of a blue colour on the left side of your character, whoever you use. And when it goes back up, you'll be able to use it, including just pushing the circle once. So as long as you know that, Right, now you've got the brown squawking things, which is what I'm going to use the X and circle. So as you saw that little thud there, that's what that one is. So as you see that is that circle and X one. Right, also you have also got square, X and square, circle and X, which is lines lump, or whatever LEAP is spelled to be. So I'm going to do those keys. I'm going to show you what they do. If I remember correctly from which way they go. So it's that one, and that one. Okay, got it. Right, so what I'm going to do is use those keys in a second. Once I've got a couple of these enemies out of the way. Right, so here we go. That's that one there with the flame, with the circle ring fire bit in it. That one there. That one there you saw there. That's those. But like I said, you can only use those amount of times. For the blue bit to go down. So as long as you use it less times, or there's not as many crazy times when you're slapping those buttons, then you're okay to use it again. Also, once again, you've got to try and keep your character alive if you're playing on your own. Right, also you'll have some shield dudes now, which you're better off moving around a bit. But like I said, as long as you've got your brother or your sister with you, and you can use both characters, well, only one person has to use the other. But like I said, if you want to use the other character, if you're on your own, you can just push the R1 button, and then you're all good to use those characters however you feel like using them. And if you're kicking the shit out of P up, he'll kick the shit out of you. Where's your mate gone? Over there. So like I said, with those stunts I'm using, just remember the keys in that specific order. And then the things will do exactly what they're supposed to do. But also, like I said, don't forget, with the blue bar on the left hand side of your character, but on the right beside the left of your character, will say that's how much you've got left, with all those powerful stunts that you can do. Before you have to just use the square a couple of times for you to have a good chance of just getting it to go back up again. But like I said, with this bonus level, all you got to do is stay fucking alive. Even if you have to keep using the R1 button to switch your character. But also, the way you can get your character to go back up to a certain health, just hope and pray that the enemies will give you a bit of the health back, because that's what it will do eventually. Also, with some of the other enemies, you might want to walk around a little bit so they can come towards you from where they were. Also, with some of the other enemies that will come along eventually, like the shield dudes, what we want to do is try and keep some of those alive while you're dealing with some other enemy, like the ogres, for example, with only one that's left. And then when some will turn up eventually, which I'll show you once I'm done with this ogre, he's dead. And now 5 of the metal fuckers and one's already got the shield off, and the other one's by the tree with the other one. Is the other one dead? Yep. Obviously I'm whacking on the wrong enemy, which will cost me. So like I say, you've got some certain other enemies to deal with. Get this fucking dynamite. Oh, hang on, there's a bit of help there. I'll let you off. Can I just get that bit of help, please? Thank you, I'll get that as well. Now these ogres are quite fucking big bastards. Also, I can sense something might happen. Which I'm not going to say just yet. Here's your fucking dynamite. And that is that bonus level done. And also, when I was watching the time when I was dealing with those 2 things, those ogres and the metal fuckers, I thought, oh, there's about 44 seconds going down to 25. I thought, oh shit, am I going to kill it quick enough? But clearly I just about got it. There must have been about another 4 to 5 seconds on there before, so, oh, do I see a little success pop up? No, sure you're not dead. Sure you're not going to make me do that again. But lucky it hasn't, so thank God for that. So there's that bonus level done. We're very good at it. And of course, what I'm going to do is pay for nothing and save it. And now, as you can see, it's on 95%. Now what I'm going to do is show you, if I am absolutely 100% correct, that you'll get 1% each on top of the other when you complete a bonus level that's in the draw. As I said, with the other levels that's on the wardrobe itself, will give you much more percentage than you will ever will get in there. And so we're up to 95, and now we're up to 96. So yeah, it was about right. But also, I think the draw on the right hand side looks like it's still on 96% as well. But I'm pretty sure it might be just part of the save when I saved it that's saying 95% instead of 96 that's saying on top of here. I think that's part of that. Okie dokie, so as we've still got more time, what I'm going to say is that the Great River bonus level, that is going to be a bit more trickier because I've had a couple of goes lately and I haven't had much luck of making a success out of it. So what I'm going to do is leave that one for now and go back to this one, which is the What Witch. And of course try and get another XP. Another shield, shall we say. Whoops, my mistake. Like we all do, we all make mistakes sometimes. Right, also this time what I'm going to do is change strategy to try and get a nice shield. Which might be a better idea, is to use a different character. That might have made a difference. So I'm going to try that strategy. But it doesn't involve using Lucy. But also sometimes when you've got small enemies that runs around all over the place, that can stop you as well. That's the other part of it. Small enemies that runs around all over the place, all the brown ones, they can also stop you. Right, so once again, get P up, whack her a couple of times, approximately about 8. Then Susan, fire about 2 arrows, nope, 1 arrow, and then get Evan, whack her a couple of times, possibly about 5 times, and then eventually she'll fuck off, and then you're against all the other enemies, including the tall dudes. Right, so like I said, the walls and the small little midgets that runs all over the place, those stopped me. So, as I said, I'm going to use Edmund. And of course, I'm going to try and hope and pray that these brown dudes that I'm going to kick the shit out of with Edmund will give me enough XP for a shield to pop up. There we go, there's one. That could help you, there you go. Right, also I've got to do it again. If it doesn't give me another one, to make the other final one. Also, what you don't want to do at this point is fucking die. So that's the other part to it. Alright. Looks like there's only one shield I'm going to collect. Also, everyone's going to fucking get thumped and beaten up together. Peter, where are you? So maybe next time, when I come back into this level with Evan again, like I just did, to make a success of getting a shield, which might make the thing a bit more easier. Right, so probably I'm going to say with the ogre that's left, that's probably the only enemy that's left. Before, we have the metal tool dudes. Right, so once again, what I'm going to do, which might be a better tactic I'm going to work on, is push a barrel to the flames on the other side, and possibly whack another barrel that's on the other side and try and hit one, but nope. But if you look closely where the character, the tool dudes are, watch the colour of the bit that was dark green, then yellowy colour, or light green, possibly. If that's the one for it. But as long as you burn them with the barrels, is everyone going to get him to walk towards me, or is he just going to fuck around? No, he's coming. So also, like I say, you can always turn the barrel the other way by stand on the opposite side of it and whack it. And there's the checkpoint, so we don't have to deal with that other shield either. So this is probably the only one shield I'm going to get. So once again, what I'm going to do is redo this level again. And probably use Edmund again to give me a better chance of getting it completed. Right, so once again, what I'm going to do was leave Edmund's health and fire 2 arrows at the White Witch and get Edmund to snap that off and get her to fucking kill him instead. Have that. Bless him. You gotta love him, don't you? Trade in your family. Okay, so further ado. Once again, like I said, try and keep firing a couple of arrows with Susan in the middle. And then she'll stand there and you've got a chance of whacking a barrel with P up, or just get Susan to push one. Or you get Lucy to push one. But you need to be quick before she wanders off. And then you got that bit done. Right, so once again, with some of the other enemies, you probably want to try and get rid of them as quick as you can. Or maybe some of the rocks will kill some of the enemies, but Susan's just fucking gone down the fucking pan. And I'm not going to have enough time to get you back up to play a bit of music, so fuck you. There you go. And she gets up. Also, what I'm going to do is try and get you to move. Right, now get you back into play. There's another push of a barrel. Nicely done. So like I say, as long as you do that quite nicely, then you got a good chance of doing it. But also, with the final bit, oh, Susan, you've gone fucking down again. How rude. So there you go, see? She'll fuck off. So you want Susan up as much and quick as you can. Oh, now you push that fucking circle. Right, with Lucy's little fire flower, which is a healing plant thing that you can use, all you want to do is push the circle at the right time. Wow. Lucy's done it again. You're not helping enemies. Right, so once again, once you've done that 3 times, you'll get her to stay out of the way. And of course, once again, with the final bit, what you want to do is get the small ones, the wolves. Oh, move. So what you want to do is get the small ones out of the way, the wolves and the brown things, for you to have a chance of getting over it. And also you want to push the circle 2 times, the triangle 2 times, the square 2 times, and the X 2 times. At once, sorry. Oh, too far, too many times fucking around. Far too many times fucking around. Right, so like I said, it's only X once when you've done the square 2 times. Ugh, fucking wolf. Alright, fine. If you just want to get in the way, then fine. See if I give a shit. Oh, also you don't want to touch the right keys. Oh. Get up here, oh, Susan. Why don't you fucking get up? That's it. Walk in the fucking flames, why don't you? Right, so like I said, with the brown ones, we want them gone. So like I say, you want to touch the circle 2 times, the triangle 2 times, the square 2 times, and the X once. As fast as you can, without touching the same one. So otherwise you have to restart it again, with touching the circle again 2 times.
It is finished.
We're almost there, Aslan. We're almost there.
I give you Queen Lucy. just.
And also what I'm going to do is recut that out again, just to save you some re-seeing it. That's 65 coins collected and unspent, as it will say. And the ranking is going to give us for another shield collected, grabbed hold of. Luckily. With excellent as well. Impressive. Okay. So, with that one we have just got from. And the thing that I have thought about on a specific bonus level that I'm going to try. And the way you can do it is possibly do Rain of Fire. Spend it 200 quid. And also with this one, you can use it by having Lucy with you. As well as push the triangle button when they're close together. So I'm going to try that tactic. And also I'm going to save it as well. Just to give us a bit of a fighting chance I'm not doing the same thing again. And skip this bit as well. So, further ado. What we're going to do is wait for this little bit to do its bit. And then we go down to the bottom of the drawer. And see it say we're still at 96% at the moment. So the thing with a bonus level, which is this one, the Great River. Now this is with Susan and Lucy. And of course, like I said, I have a little plan up my sleeve and had a good long think about it a few hours and days ago of trying to make a success out of it. Here's by something, which will be the Rain of Fire, to give you a chance of completing this one, as well as you might want your health bar all the way up from the right side all the way to the left hand side, just like a clock with the big can pointing up the top and the other hand facing the other way. Okay, so this is a time limit fucker. So, what I have paid for, which I will show you what it does. Once I got Susan linked up to Susan, and what it's going to do when I push the circle, watch. 1, 2, 3. And it's going to do this. Oh yeah. That was the tactic I had in mind. But don't forget, the health bar is required as well. Don't forget that. Also, you got your fire arrows. And of course, you have a time limit before it fucking runs out. Also, like I said, Susan will also be a bit more slow for you to kick the shit out of the enemies. Well, not quite the enemies, but also aim at the wrong fucking enemy. But like I said, with some of the other enemies that's in this level, they're a bit more tougher. I need one more of those small little fuckers. Where are you? There you are. Okay, so there's those. Oh, them fucking small little bastards, not there again. Forgot about that. So like I say, the Rain of Fire with Susan and Lucy, that might make a bit more, less time of fucking about. But also, with that thing, oh, come here Susan, for fuck's sake. Oh, goodness sake, let me out. Right, also with the Rain of Fire I pay for, that will also drop the blue bar a bit more down, more quicker. So yeah. Right, also once again, with Susan's far flap, will allow you to top your health bar. Right, once again, rain of fire if you need it, which is probably the best option. Right, there'll be some fire arrow dudes over the other side. Well, once you're done with the yeah, I'm trying to think of the wrong thing. Oh, I'm fighting up against that. Oh. Right. That's not allowed. Give me the enemy I want. Quickly, because there's 8 seconds. Oh, that was close. Right, now you got 3 of the brown fuckers, but the time's run out. Right, also what you want to do is try and clear some enemies as quick as you can, because otherwise some enemies will allow bits of the time to be cut short. There's that option for you. But like I said, I was fighting with the small midgets earlier that could cost you. Where the fuck are you? Also, when I got stuck in this little background from over there earlier, that could have cost it. Right, also with the arrows for you to use, L1 and the square to do that stuff. Stop moving, you prick. Okay, out of the way. Oh, I could have got Susan to be attached into that person, oh well. Lucy, hurry up. Rain of fire coming. Nice. That's what we like to see. Bit more health, yeah, we'll have that. Yeah. Unhelpful. Oh, fucking about with me. Oh, get away. Lucy, come on. Oh, stop fucking about with us. Cost me fucking time. Oh, fuck off. Oh, come on. That didn't fucking kill it. Excuse me. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, don't you start. Get out of the way. Oh, damn it. Got fucking dead. Right, I think with those brown ones I was dealing with, I think that's the only final bit I've got to do. I'm hoping it's brown as well. Oh, stop prodding me. There's those. Of course, yeah, there'll be more of them bloody things, won't there? Stop fucking moving. Stop it. Susan. No, Lucy, don't fuck about. Yeah. Didn't see that, did you? Probably there's no point touching that. Where's the other one? Oh, he's there. Come on, you stupid freaking idiot. Right, that's you dealt with. Right, also once again with the arrow dudes, they'll be on the right hand side of the corner. They're dealt with. Oh, goodness sake. Excuse me. Excuse me. Get off. Yeah, love that. Aim at the wrong fucking one. Good job you're there. Can I just get by this fucking thing, please? Thank you. Yeah, there's that one. 52 seconds, might just make it. Susan, oh, get the fuck out of there. Lucy, come on. 2 left. 24 seconds. Lucy. Oi. 12 seconds. Yes. There it is. Thank fuck for that. Yeah, like I said, that's a pain in the fucking neck. But as long as you got the rain of fire, that'll help. So, what's this one going to give us? What's it going to give us? Very freaking poor, clearly. I wonder why. Right, so there's that done. So what I'm going to do now is save that and stop doing on that load of rubbish. So now we're presuming that's going to take us up to 97%. So slow progress. We could make a 100% walkthrough. But I've said it now. I've said it now. Okay, so let's see where we are in the draw. And we are at 97%. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And we need... Oh, we've got the bonus level. The White Witch's Castle. With Lucy and possibly Susan again. As far as I remember correctly. But for now, what I'm going to do is reread this one. And it is a movie thing for you to see. If I get to 100% on it. And so, yeah, there is 5 bonus levels. Which is the White Witch's Castle, Follow Aslan, Great River, that's 3. Frozen Lake, that's number 4. Number 5, which is ALLIESENCLAVE. Oh, it's actually... No, it's 7. It's 7, actually. Oh, if I read it, miscounted it again. Must be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, there's 6. 6 bonus levels. So we've done 5. We've got another one to do. And of course, what we'll do is possibly have another crack at completing the White Witch again. And if not, then we will redo it again with the White Witch's Castle bonus level next time. Because all my hard work has been almost completely done for one day. But like I said, with the movie clips that's in the drawer, I will show you them sometime. And then we'll be there with 100%, which I'm quite proud of myself, how it's come this far. So once again, my tactic is to use Edmund to get the shields, which is one option you can use for yourselves to get hold of it. Now Lucy's going, ah! No wonder, she's terrified. Okay, so what I'm going to do first, what I should have done was get P up, whack 5 times, or it could be 6, and get Susan to fire 1 out, and get Edmund to kick the shower up a couple of times to make her fuck off for a little while. And once again, you'll have some of the small little midgets, like the walls and everything else that will get in the way. Which I'm going to try and get those out of the way as quick as I can, so I can get the wolves or the brown duty whatsits to come in the way while I'm trying to get much of the XP high enough. For it to give me the shield, basically. And like I said, with the blue bar that will be on the right side of your character, on the left hand side that you use, And then it'll tell you how much force you've got left. But if you're concerned about it's not high enough, or you're a bit too concerned you're using too much, just keep using the squib, and eventually it will go back up again. And then feel free to use that thing again. Don't you die on me yet. Nicely done. Right, so that's the shields dealt with. Now what I'm going to do is get fucking Peter or someone else to get Edmund out of the way from the flames. So as the bonus, well, only one bonus level that's left to deal with, what I'm going to do is possibly redo this one again. Uh-oh. Lucy, where are you? Lucy. Yeah. Alright. Peter will do the trick. Managed to get a bit of health. And a bit more. So that'll help me. Okay, so once again, what I might do is redo this level again next time with the White Witch's Castle bonus level, and try and start completing that one, and of course show you some of the bonus, not bonus, the movie clips that's in the drawer that's hiding. I will show you some of them as well. That is another plan up my sleeve, as this one has been a bit more shorter than usual, which is remarkable, because I do know for sure there was one recording I did do that took about 1 hour and 45 or 46 minutes. Also, I'm walking the fucking flames by accident or something stupid, but that's one way I put it. But yeah, and that's him dealt with. I've got to deal with him. Not push the barrel too far from over there. So with the barrels, of course, as you saw one that just returned, all you can do is just go back a bit from the one side and then it will return. How the fuck did I miss that? So as you see, I just went that way and then I just came back again, and it returns itself. So it's the same sort of thing with the other one. Right. Okay, so that's the shields and bits and pieces. All I've got to do is redo the horn bit, which, like I said, once again, once you get the bit that involves Edmund sorting out some bits and getting to B, snapping that off, getting stabbed in the fucking stomach, dead, and of course she's gonna grab that other sword, and of course once again what we want to do is try and keep her in the middle and get Susan or Peter to push a barrel across towards her to put a bit of a flame of a circle. And then once you've done that stuff, when you've got the bit in the middle with the blue circle from one side to the other, what you want to do, of course, get Susan to stand by, and of course, well, press the circle 2 times, push the triangle 2 times, the square 2 times, and the X just once. Wolves, you're not helping, and here are you. Nice catch. So like I say, if you take too long to get one of the characters close to the barrel, then you're too late. So I'm saying you possibly got about 4 seconds. I say it's about that kind of time before it's too late, before she starts to jump backwards on top of that platform. Get off, get off. And so like I say, once you've done this 3 times, bit of the horn colour thing will pop up. And once again, the way to do it, try and get rid of the brown one, the wolves, and the white things. Also, Susan and Lucy's fucking, Susan and fucking Peter's fucking dead. Lucy's gonna be dead because she's too close. So once again, oh, one character for a start. Thank you. So like I said, just do the same thing as what I've done a couple of times. Try and get rid of the wolves, the white squirrels, or whatever they fucking well are. And then, what you can do is get Susan to play the music by pushing the circle 2 times, and of course the square 2 times after the triangle's done that bit, and then the X once. As long as you're fucking quick enough. So like I say, with the small white, the small running crazy little dudes, the walls are out your way. Oh, fuck off. But make sure she doesn't move from one corner, because otherwise, once that is done, she ain't gonna get fucking burnt. But also what you can do is try and move a barrel, of course, or light a barrel. That's another option, which I could have done, but wasn't too sure if I was going to be accurate. And that wolf wants to fucking run away. Get you out of the way. Get you in the pipe. So as long as you keep her in the middle. Nicely done. Oh, get off. Yeah, shield duty. Wow. Okay, so once again, once you've got the circle all the way from one side to the other, try and get the wolf, the brown duties, and keep the shield fuckers into play. And then you should have enough time for you to use Susan's horn. But if you got the white wolf things or the white witch too close, oh, fuck's sake. Fine, you two fucking die then. So like I said, the white walls, the brown fucking things, the little fuckers, once they're dead, you've got a chance of doing it, but as long as they're not around. And of course, got a bit of clear space. And of course, make sure you don't push the same fucking key 2 times, or the wrong ones that you've already done. And that's what I've done fucking wrong there. Also, that fucking little one's gonna fucking come towards me. Like I say, if you got that one in your way, It's fucking running around all over the place, chasing after you. Ah, fuck. Touch that key again. And that was the square that time. Ah, fucking didn't push the fucking X. That's what fucking went wrong there. Right, also the healing plant thing I'm using. That is Lucy's healing plant. And all you got to do is push the circle button and then the healing plant will sort itself out. To heal all your children back up in one piece. And I think we will almost deserve
It is finished.
that bit.
I give you Queen Lucy, the Valiant.
And all of this bit.
King Edmund, the Just. Queen Susan, the Gentle.
And all of this bit.
King Peter, the Magnificent. May your wisdom grace us until the stars rain down from the heavens. Long live King Peter. Long live King Edmund. Long live Queen Susan. Long live Queen Lucy.
And all of those bits as well. Next time. But yeah. And also with the movie clips that's in the bottom of the drawer, probably what I will do is do a single recording with those on their own, but not quite on their own, but what I'll do is try and put one into one specific thing, possibly, or something like that, to allow you to see them. And also we've got Theo very, very, very good in there, which is quite cool. And also I'm going to save it again, as we're up to 77%. That 97%. There you go. Thought I said 77. Thought I said that. Okay. Right. So what I'm going to do now is possibly show you what percentage we are at the moment, which is 99. There you go, we're at 99%. So possibly I would have said that with the bonus level that is left to be done in the drawer itself, because all the other bits and pieces on the wardrobe itself is absolutely on percentage. But also, like I say, or think about, is show you what this bonus level is before we leave, because I got a little bit of idea what's in there, but I'm not close to saying am I correct with that and that in there. But I will find out. And still, once again, this is this one, right? So you've got what do you do with these? Right. Oh, I get it. Okay then. Right, I've got the idea of how this one works. Okay, so this is this one. Right, okay, so basically this is like the Great River one. I think it is. Okay. I think I've got the general idea. Okay, so now I know what we're dealing with. Okay. Right, so it's one of those. Okay, so now I know what we're dealing. Right, so once again, what I'm going to do is probably do this one next time. And try and complete it. As well as, of course, show you the draw with some of the movie clips as well. But like I say, it just depends on that last bonus level that's got to be done. But also what I'm going to do is remind you roughly who's the actors, because Peter is William somebody, Susan someone that's called Anne somebody, and Evans whoever the actual actor is, and Lucy is of course Georgie Henry. And of course you probably sussed out what these are, or what they're going to do if you played the game before or whatever, and you get the general idea. But soon, when I show you them, you'll get the idea of what they are. Okay, so there you go. So next time, we will do another recording of it. And also, possibly if I can get that other bonus level done. And do the White Witch's cast, do the White Witch level again. Quick enough. Also got the TV to be activated in a certain way. So like I said, if I can get that White Witch's Castle bonus level done, and of course redo that White Witch battle I just did again, and then show you the movie clips, if I can get the recording quite short as well. I will try that as well, but I've got a rough idea how to do the White Witch's Castle. But like I say, it could be fucking tricky in my mind to say, yeah, it's gonna fucking do something to me with that. But yeah, it depends on how quick it is that I can do it though. So there you go. Right, once again, I will catch you again soon, and I hope you've enjoyed it. And I shall catch you on the next one soon. Take care.